Hello everyone, welcome to Zenfi's tutorial on enhancing IT security within Google Workspace. Today we're focusing on addressing a crucial aspect of digital security, which is managing email forwarding rules. Like in any organization, security of data and communication is pretty important. I'm sure you agree with that. One potential vulnerability is unauthorized forwarding of email to external domains. Sometimes for convenience or by mistakes, user may set up forwarding rules to their personal email address or external domains. Whilst this might seem harmless, it can lead to sensitive information leaving your organizations and then could create compliance issues. In this video, I'm going to show you how easily with Zenfi you can automate the process of monitoring and managing email forwarding rules. You can identify as soon as a forwarding rule to external domain is configured, and then notify the IT, log it to login systems, or even go ahead and delete the forwarding rules. And if you want to, you can disable users account as well. Now, let's get it started. I'm going to start by going here and creating a new flow. What I want to do for the trigger, I want to use the Google Audit activity. So if you remember, or if you've seen it before, this trigger enables us to monitor pretty much any audit activity within Google Workspace. But the one we are interested in is, let's just start. First of all, let's just start by configuring the connection. I have already created a connection. If you haven't, you can create one. The user you authorize or authenticate for this connection, just got to remember, needs to have administrative rights in your Google Workspace. Now, what we want to monitor here is user account, and the event we want to monitor, you can get it from here. So let me show you how you can configure this action actually. So basically for the action, you can monitor all these applications within Google Workspace. And for each one of them, you can monitor a specific event, if you will. For our scenario, what I'm interested in is email forwarding setting change. The events of this type are returned with this one. So basically, when an email forwarding to out of domain email forwarding rule is configured, we're gonna run this. So all I need to do is copy, go back to Zenfi, and paste it here. You can monitor it for everyone in your organization, or you can monitor it for a specific user, and you can configure a few more filters here. But I'm going to leave it at that. That's all I need. Let's give it a flow. Monitor. Rules. So that's what I want to do. Maybe I press save. So when the event fires, set up information or parameters get passed to us. I'm going to drag and drop a log to history to show you actually what gets passed to us. So the event has got a few things: the actor, the event name. Actor is a person who's actually done this thing. And also we get a collection of a list of parameters. So if I go back to documentation here, if we're going to get a parameter called email forwarding destination address, it's going to come through as one of the items in that parameter. So because it's a list, we need to use another Zenfi action to extract that value from the list. That's the first thing we want to do. So the action is called query collection. I'm going to go here and say, go from the trigger, get the parameters collection, and then enable filtering. Go and get the one whose name is, not sure if I copied, I'm going to copy this, is this. And I know there's only one of them, return the first one. If I look at the output of this action, it's going to give me name value. So the name obviously is going to be what we put in there, but what we are interested in is the value. Now that we've gotten notified, we've got all the information, we can take actions. That these actions is totally up to you, up to your organizational policy. You can assign a task to IT to review this. You can add a row to Google Sheet, or you can just go ahead and disable it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and search for forwarding here, and I'm interested in the delete forwarding address. So I'm gonna immediately disable it. Again, I want to emphasize it's totally up to you and your organizational policy, because you can go and say, assign a task to IT to review it. And if IT says it's not acceptable, delete it. Or, as I said, you can take it even further and say, you can go ahead and suspend the user if you will. But for our demo purpose, we stick with just deleting the forwarding email address. So let's configure the action. So I've got a connection here. I've selected connection. Now I want to remind you, this action is a special action. It needs a service account, so it needs a specific type of connection for you to create. So if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're one of the IT admins, so you understand the service account. And there is also, if you click on the learn more, there's also a good tutorial how to create the service account here. So I've already created one. I select it and I say go. The user email address is going to come from the actor email, and the forwarding email address is going to come from the query collection action that we had. We're interested in the value. So just to do the right thing, I'm going to rename this get target for forwarding email address. So that's pretty much it. Now, just put a log to history here so I can show the progress for you as well. Maybe I drag and drop it here. I say user, and I say actor.email, configured email forwarding to, and I put this email address so I can show you in the actual execution as well. That's pretty much it. Now I'm going to say publish. Let's publish it. And what I'm going to do, I already have got this user account open. I'm going to go and publish an external email address here. So let me cancel this. This user is at the domain is at test.zenfy.com. I'm going to configure the header. Just let me say next. Proceed. Okay. Now if I go back to Zenfy, I step out of it, and we should see it, an instance of it that's already started running. Let's see the value of the log to history. You can see this user configured email forwarding to this other user, and it's gone ahead and already deleted the forwarding email address. So if I head back here, just do a quick refresh, we should see that disappearing. I'm going to refresh that. As you can see, it's already disappeared. So just like that, literally within 5 minutes, you can automate one of the most important and crucial security compliance processes. And you can modify like everything else with Zenfy. You can modify the process to adapt with the way your organization operates. Again, if you want to add a log, add a row to Google Sheet, so that you have got a log of this thing at the end of the month, generate a report to send it to everyone, you can do it. If you want to you can look up the person's manager. If you don't want to go directly to IT, you can look up person's manager, and assign a task to that the actor's manager before deleting it. And you can delete it, and if the manager approves it, then you can re-add it as well. So the possibilities are endless. It's totally up to you how you want to configure this. Well, hopefully this video in Zenfy helps you to operate a lot more securely and be more compliant with your security compliance. And yeah, please reach out and let us know if you've got any suggestions or you've got any questions. Thank you very much.